Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules and joining us today for this exclusive webinar with Unicamillus University. Today we have Ms. Vanessa with us, and the webinar will go on for 1 hour. In the first 30 minutes, we will discuss about the university, and then we will have a Q&A session where you'll be able to ask your questions directly, and we'll be answering them. Over to you, Ms. Vanessa.
Hi, hello, thank you so much. I'm Vanessa and I'm the referent of the admission office of Unicamillus. So thank you so much for inviting me and thank you also for joining this meeting. So let's start with our presentation. Can you see the screen probably?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so let's talk about Unicamillus. So Unicamillus is also known as the International Medical University in Rome. So we are an Italian private university, part of the national university system, and we have exclusively dedicated to health and medical science courses. Okay, so of course our universities is based some key points like the internationalization. So we are international. We have students coming from all around the world. We are known as the university that has the highest number of international students coming all around the world. The humanitarian mission and the inclusive medicine, like the access to medicine for everyone. So let's talk about our campus. This is how Unicamillus looks like today. So we started with just this first building in 2018, and in just 5 years, that's how we look. So we added other 4 buildings to our campus. And these are just a little sneak peek inside. This is how it looks like. Of course, it's not everything, but just a little sneak peek. So let's talk about our academic offer. So as I've already told you, we have mostly medical and health courses, starting with a master's degree, an MA program, and medicine and surgery. So we are an international university. This means that most of courses are taught in English. And medicine and surgery, the MA program in medicine and surgery is one of those. So of course, then we have dentistry and dental prosthetics, but it's just in Italian. And then we have the master's degree of 2 years in human nutrition science, which is also in Italian. Then we have some bachelor degrees. Also here, the most of them are taught in English and the others are in Italian. What are the English ones? Physiotherapy, nursing, radiology, diagnostic imaging, and radiotherapy techniques. Of course, we issue valid degrees, so they are valid in Italy and the European Union. Let's talk about tuition fee. So for the MA program in medicine and surgery is 21,000 euro per year, but it's divided in 3 installments. So you have to pay 777 in 3 different moments of the year. Okay. So this is the tuition fee for dentistry and dental prosthetics is 16,000 if you are interested in the Italian courses. And these are the annual tuition fee for physiotherapy, which is 5,500 euros, nursing 3,000 euros, radiology 3,000 euros, midwifery 4,000 euros, and biomedical laboratory techniques 3,000 euros, of course, per year, and of course divided in 3 installments. So part of the academic study of the academic journey is the clinical practice. For Italian standards, for the Italian Educational Ministry is mandatory. No one can skip it. Let's talk for the internship, the clinical practice for the medicine and surgery program. It starts from the 4th year, so it's 4th, 5th, and 6th years. You are going to practice in Roman hospitals. So our main facilities is Castelli Hospitals, but as you can see, these are all the facilities that we have agreement with. This means that you are going to practice in all of this, of course, in different fields. And while for the health professional courses, the clinical practice starts from the first year, second semester. So it starts right away, and the health professions students, they are going to practice in the same hospitals as well. So of course, we do have language courses. If you practice in hospitals, that would be good to know a little bit of the native language of the country. So for this reason, we have both free Italian language courses. This means that you don't have to pay anything else. And we have also English language courses if you want to improve your language skills, both in Italian and in English. So especially the Italian language courses, we suggest you to join it because it's really helpful for the clinical practice. If you already have an Italian certification, you can just provide that to us and we are going to validate it. Sorry. Let's talk about access requirement. So for Unicamillus, the only requirement is a high school diploma. It doesn't matter the grade. It doesn't matter if you haven't taken any specific courses. It doesn't matter any other certification. As long as you hold a high school diploma, you can try for the admission test. Of course, it's a medical university, so we do have an entry test. We have an admission test. You have to register to it and pay the registration fee, and then take the test. For extra European candidate, because we work with European candidate and extra European candidate, the test is usually divided in two parts. So the first one is an online test related to reasoning topics such as verbal reasoning, number reasoning, and geometrical reasoning. And then there is going to be an interview, our interview that we set with you. So we're going to ask you a few questions related to scientific topics, and that's all. So the only thing that matters is the score that you get at the entry test. Nothing else is required. Okay, so the ranking list is considered with regards only, and I highlight only, to the admission test score, nothing else. Let's talk about scholarships. Of course, we do have scholarships, and we have two types of scholarships. The first one is the full scholarship, which covers the total amount of the tuition fee, and then we have the partial scholarship, which actually covers one part of the scholarship. One important thing is for scholarship requests, you have to apply online. It's like an application. You submit all the documents requested. Of course, we are going to, the committee is going to consider the financial situation of the family, the grades, and everything that you can provide to us. One important thing, if you are going to request or submit application for scholarship, we kindly invite you to submit as understandable documents. That's all. Okay, and this is me taking part of the Global Education Expo 2023. We cooperate with the cadre since so many years, and we are proud of this cooperation. So yeah, if you have any other question, you can either send us an email to infocenter@unicamillus.org or call us or check out our website.
Thank you, Ms. Vanessa, for that presentation.
Thank you.
So let's move on to the Q&A session now.
Yeah.
Students, you can type in your questions and we will be answering them one by one.
I think there is a question.
Yeah, so we have the first question by Rafa. They want to know what will happen if a student is accepted into the university but failed to submit the documentation on time. Since the declaration of value will take some time and it is mandatory for applying to the student visa. So what should they do then?
Okay, so we have flexibility for this kind of situation. So for example, for declaration of value, you have time until December 31st to submit it. So it's quite enough time to submit everything that you needed. But of course, it cannot be like 6 months of delay, because the declaration of value is mandatory in order to take exams. So if we are not sure for example, the declaration is valid is actually a document that declares that your title, that your diploma is valid. So if we do not have an official document that actually can certificate that your diploma is valid, of course, you cannot try for exams. But of course, we do have flexibility until December 31st, which is the time when the exam season starts. So we do have flexibility, so you don't have to worry about that. Of course, if you are late, like 6 months late, that's going to be a problem. But declaration of value, it should be available, I don't know, within 2 months, even less.
Okay. Moving on to the next question by Faust. They want to know when scholarships and admissions open if there's a Pakistani student living in Saudi, and when can they apply for the scholarship?
Okay, so the scholarship requirements are actually stated in the scholarship code. So I don't think there is any requirements. It's more about documents. So we are going to ask to provide us some documents, and then according to those documents, the committee is going to issue scholarship total or partial. So there is not really a requirement. It's not that even like anyone can request for scholarship. Okay, so but it's up to the committee to evaluate the economical situation of the student and the grade of the student or anything else the student can provide to us.
Okay. Then Zaid wants to know if the undergraduate medical bachelor is offered in English. I think this was discussed.
I don't know what you mean with undergraduate. You mean a bachelor, like a 3 years? Yeah. No, in Italy it doesn't exist. So for medical courses, it's just MA program. We do not have undergraduate bachelor degree in medical and in medicine and surgery. It starts with a 6th degree. There is nothing less. If you are looking for a bachelor degree, then you should move to health profession courses, which are bachelor degree.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Naya wants to know what are the requirements. Okay, the scholarship was already discussed, so this is a repetitive question. Then is IMAT exam not required?
No, it's not required. The only requirement is as a high school diploma after 12 years of schooling. Sorry, I forgot to say this. You must have 12 years of schooling, like the complete, let's say, elementary, middle school, and high school. The total amount it must be 12 years. But as long as it's a diploma, you can try for the entry test. There is nothing else required. No language certification, no score, no specific course. As long as it's a high school diploma, even if you take it in an international school, if it's a high school diploma, that's completely fine. Of course, for degree issue from not Italian institution, not Italian high school, then you have to provide a DOV, which is the declaration that of value that we talked about it just a few seconds ago. But nothing else is required.
Okay. Now the next question is by Zaid. They want to know, is the university and medical degree accredited in the US, UK, or Canada?
And now for the accredited, no, I mean, I don't know what you mean with accreditation, but for the USA, UK, or Canada, then you have to take a specific test for being able to practice or to keep on with the postgraduate. So there is no direct connection. We are working on the USMLE accreditation. So I don't know if you meant also that. We are working, but it's a long journey and we are still in the making for the USMLE.
Okay, and then Thomas wants to know, is there any different condition or criteria for Italian citizens?
No, they just need to, if they are Italian citizen, they have to apply as a European candidate. And mostly it's the same, just the modality of the test modality are different. So the European candidate, they do not have, like they have just one test. It's online test. It's just chemistry, physics, biology, and math or like reasoning. So just the test modalities are different, but everything else, tuition fees, scholarship requirement, everything is the same.
Okay. Then Naya wants to know if you could please specify which documents are needed to submit for the scholarship. Is there any link that the students can use?
Yes, you can find everything in the scholarship section on our website, but at the moment we do not have scholarship call open. We don't have calls for application yet. So for if you want to, you can check our previous document, but they are not valid anymore. They are closed. So basically, when we open an application call, then we like for a course, of course, like I mean, for an admission course, then we open the scholarship application. So, and usually they are different. Like there is not like a standard format. So you should always check the call, either the admission call and the scholarship call, and check what are the required documents. I'm sure they're going to ask you for the economical situation of the family, like to show what's the economical situation, like the annual income, for example, or some, you can, there is going to be a motivational letter, and then all the, let's say, certification that you got it, like volunteer or like any language certification that you can add it. The more, the better. I mean.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Marina wants to know, when does the entrance exam start?
So at the moment we do not have open call, but usually the call it's up. I would say at the end of the November, and the test is around February, March. So if you are interested in the academic offer, like 24, 25, you can start to check our website starting from the end of November, or you can also follow us on our social. We are really active on the social. We post a lot and we update our followers like often on socials. And when I say social, I mean Instagram. And yeah, so they should be up at the end of November, and the test I think is going to be at the like February, March. I'm not sure. You should check the admission call itself.
Okay. Mariam has also asked about how do they apply. So to answer this question, you can always contact us, and our details are mentioned in the chat. So you can contact us for more information, especially about the entrance exam, and we can answer your question. Then next question is by Sabiha. They want to know, is A-level physics required to join the university?
Sorry?
Sabiha wants to know if A-level physics is required to join the university.
No, nothing. As long as you have a diploma, you can join the program. Like nothing else is required. It doesn't matter if you don't have A grade in physics, or you haven't taken the physics course. If you have a diploma, you can try for the NT test. So it's not required.
Okay, can I just let's clarify this? That you need to pass your high school diploma only, no matter whatever grades, no matter whatever subject. As long as you pass your diploma and pass the entrance examination, you are in. So there is no such particular requirement. If you are good in physics but if you are not taking physics in your high school, you are eligible for this, right, Vanessa? Okay, next.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Katyani wants to know, is there any BSc program?
Yeah, we have bachelor degree program. Yeah. We do have bachelor degree program. We have the English ones. The one that taught in English are physiotherapy, nursing, and radiology technique. So, and the entry test is exactly the same. There is no other requirement than a high school diploma. So if you have a high school diploma, if you pass a high school diploma, the entry test is going, the modality they are going to be exactly the same as medicine. So you are going to have an online test. You have a span of time to take it. And then you have an oral interview with our staff, with our team. And that's all. Then going to be a ranking list, but the ranking list is related just to the score that you get for the entry test. Nothing else is going to be considered.
Okay, then Alvin wants to know, how much time does it take usually for the visa approval in Italy?
So this is a good question because the visa is something that we do not manage. And of course, it depends by the embassy. It can be up to from 2 months up to 6 months. So but it's something managed by the embassy, so we don't really know. There are some embassies that they issue the visa within 2 months, and other embassies that issue visa like in 3 or 4 months. It depends by the embassy because they are going to check everything. So, yeah.
Okay. Then Arhan wants to know, can Unicamillus medicine students appear for the lab in USMLE or are they not eligible to appear for that exam?
At the moment, they are not eligible yet. We are working for the accreditation to the USMLE.
Okay. Then Zaid wants to know, does the school offer any sport-related scholarships and what about the chances of skillful football players?
So we have scholarship, but they are not related to the football career. So if you want to request for a scholarship, you can request like the standard one. So I don't think, I mean, you can provide some sports certification if you have anything, they're going to be considered, I think, but it's nothing like we do not have scholarship related just to the sport. We have the sporting club, we have the football team, the soccer team, the basketball team. So if you are interested to join those, you are free to join them. But if we talk about scholarship, the scholarship, if you want to request it, you have to do like the standard procedure.
Okay. Then Alvin wants to know, when is the nursing classes starting?
So the nursing start, like usually the academic year starts at the end of October.
Okay. Katyani also wants to know, where do non-Italian students work after passing out from the university? Can they work in Italy?
We are talking about medicine or bachelor degree courses, because if you are talking about medicine, after the 6 year, after the MA program in medicine, you must, and I'm not talking just about Italy, I'm talking like everywhere, you must keep on with a postgraduate program because you need to specialize in a specific field. While if you're talking about the bachelor degree courses, yes, you can start working in Italy and the whole European Union.
Okay. Then Katyani also wants to know, are students allowed to work part-time jobs?
Yes. For part-time job, yes, you are allowed.
Okay.
Of course, it's up to you to find out how to manage like lessons and the part-time job, because we have attendances. Sorry, first, maybe I forgot to mention it. So all the courses, they have attendances, okay? So usually the attendances is 75%. So it means that if you are lower, sorry, than 75% of attendances, you are not able to even book an exam, like a test, an exam. So you can work as a part-time worker, but you must find out how to manage like lecture, which are usually from the Monday until Wednesday, like starting from the morning until I would say 5 p.m., 8 p.m., and the part-time job, of course. So if you work, for example, on weekends, that's going to be completely fine.
Okay, then Naya has an interesting question. She wants to know if you have a volleyball team.
I think yes, we do have a volleyball team.
Okay. Moving on to the next question by Thomas. They want to know if they want to be a cardiologist, for example, what other program could they choose?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Yeah, so Thomas wants to know if they want to be a cardiologist, for example, what other program could they take?
So cardiologist, it's not cardiology is part of the medical journey. So if you want to be a cardiologist, you must first finish the 6 year MA in medicine and surgery, and then you need to take a postgraduate. You need to keep on with a postgraduate in cardiology, with a postgraduate program in cardiology. So usually in Europe, after you finish the 6-year MA program, you have a national examination, and according to the score and to your to the choices that you actually insert, you can start the postgraduate in the radiologist field, but it's up to you. It's up to you. It depends by you, by the national test and everything.
Okay. Then Maria wants to know when should they start applying for the medicine program if they want to start the course next year?
When the application is up on the website. So you just need to check out our website often. I would say at least once every 2 weeks. We have a dedicated section called admission call. You just need to click on it. You click on the admission call, and then there's going to be all the application call displayed on the dedicated section. And of course, you can switch the language on the website. So, and if you just need to check the website. That's all. Because at the moment, we do not have open calls.
Yes, and for anything related to the application as well, you can contact us since the contact details are mentioned in the chat, so we can assist you with that.
Yeah, definitely. Just ask also to Dr. Kadri and his team. They're going to help you figure out how to register for our tests. And they are always updated about when the application call are out. So definitely ask also to them.
Okay. The next question is by Alvin. They want to know, is there any hostel facilities in Unicamillus for boys, and how much does it cost?
Sorry, there is any courses? What?
Is there any hostel facilities in Unicamillus for boys, and how much does it cost?
Okay, so for related to the accommodation, we do not have our own accommodation yet. We do not have a dormitory yet. So we have agreement with nearby dormitory, and they are not divided by gender. So basically, they are just like a small apartment, and there is no need to divide it by gender, like female and male, because you are going to stay in your own apartment. But accommodation, it's up to the student. So if you want to reach our partner, you can do that. You can ask them. We have a dedicated section on our website. Or if you want to stay in a share house, that's completely fine. But we help students to find accommodation, but then everything else, it's related to the student itself. So
okay. We have a couple more questions related to the scholarship, but since it was already answered, we'll skip that.
Okay.
Next question is by Sabina. They want to know how do they study for the entrance exam?
For the reasoning part, you can just try to find some reasoning tests online. Everything is fine. And you can practice on those. And as well for the oral interview, because you can just look on internet for a question related to biology, to chemistry, to math. So there is not a specific book that I can suggest you, because actually the entry test is made for high school students, so they are not going to be really super difficult and meaningful question. So as long as you have some knowledge in, for example, biology and some knowledge in chemistry, then you should be okay. But if you want to practice, what I can suggest you is to look online for some sample tests, and that's all.
Okay, we're getting repeated questions about scholarships, so let's just answer the last one related to it. Mohammed wants to know till what percentage will scholarships be offered and what are the requirements for achievements?
So as I told you, there are not requirements because it's going to be related to all the documents that you can provide of your situation, your, for example, academic success, and everything related to you, yourself, and your persona. Sorry, I forgot the first part. Can you please just repeat it because I cannot see anymore? The first part was about, sorry?
The requirements to apply for the scholarship and the percentage that will be granted.
Okay, so there is no set percentage. It can be anyone, it could be no one. There is no set percentage. It's up to the committee. So if they decide to issue scholarship for all the students, they're going to issue scholarship for all of the students. So there is not set like limit. It's not that we have like 20 scholarship. We don't have a already set number of scholarship. We can also issue like 100 scholarships.
Okay. Then Zaid wants to know, is the university located in Rome or elsewhere in Italy?
Yeah, we're in Rome. We are in Rome, on the east side of Rome, and you can reach us by public transportation, of course.
Okay, I think we have answered all the open questions. If there's anything else, then students, you can type it below. We can answer it right now.
Yeah, if you have any question, just ask to us, please.
And of course, as the contact details are also given in chat, you can always contact us for more information. Let's give our students a minute or two.
Yeah.
Yes, so Zaid has another question. They want to know if the program starts in October.
Yes, usually it's at the end of October.
Okay. And Mohammed wants to know, what are the dormitory prices, or maybe like cost prices?
Yeah, but I mean, as I told you, we do not have our own dormitory, so prices and everything, it's up to a third party. So I don't know how much it could be. I can tell you the life cost for month in Rome, it could be 1,200 euros. Of course, it depends also by your lifestyle. So if you like to have dinner at restaurant every day, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. But yeah, if I have to give you an average, the living cost in Italy, I mean in Rome, not in Italy, is 1,200 euros per month.
Okay, I think we have once again answered all the open questions. Okay, Katyani wants to know, what are the documents required by the university? This was discussed before, but let's just...
Yeah, of course, the DOV, but then there are some other documents. Of course, diploma plus DOV, which are both mandatory. And then there are some vaccinations that are mandatory. For example, the MANTU, which is for tuberculosis, and hepatitis B. So then other required document, I don't really know, because they are managed. You are going to be contacted by our office for the required documents. But yeah, the mandatory one are for sure diploma, DOV, and vaccination.
Okay. Since there's no more open questions, I think this is where we can end the session. I can see one more.
Yeah, I can see dentistry courses prices. So dentistry courses prices is 16,000 euros divided for in 3 installments. But the dentistry course is just in Italian here at Unicamillus. So if you do not speak Italian, I do not suggest you to apply for it. Instead, maybe medicine will be better because it's completely in English. What's the TOV? It's not TOV, but it's like DOV. It's like DOV, and it's the Declaration of Value, which is a certification issued by the embassy or from the Italian institution CINIA. And basically, it's a certification that declares that your diploma is valid for studying in Italy.
Okay. Once again, we've answered the question. So if there's anything else, you can type it below. I think we covered everything. Everything was explained in detail. So, yeah, this is where I think we can close the webinar.
Madam, when is the vacation? Yes. So vacation, we have Christmas vacation, which are usually it's like 24th of December until I would say 6 or no, maybe 8th of January. This is vacation. And then we have summer vacation, which usually is at the end of June until October.
Okay. Thank you very much, Vanessa.
Thank you.
I think we can end the session. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me and thank you for joining this meeting. So for any question or further question, you can just ask to Dr. Kadri and his staff. They are going to help you for